Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a grim discovery following a police standoff in Waterboro.
Plus a mystery in Fairfield after authorities seize what appears to be a Native American scalp.
And it's a community effort to make sure local veterans don't go hungry.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll have those stories and more coming up. But first, a check of the forecast. Some people awoke to what appears to be the first snowfall of the season this morning.
I know.
Yeah, our producer, he was heading in from Otis. They had some snowflakes there. I just saw some video coming up around from Shin Pond. They also have a pretty steady snow falling. It's a rude awakening for some people. Other people can't wait for it.
Especially after that warm weekend.
Yeah.
Devin Biggs has all the details.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. And your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are, though. A couple of alerts we have our eye on still today. We do have small cloud advisories and gale warnings still in effect. And both of these will expire at 1 p.m. this afternoon as wave heights will begin to calm down as all this begins to clear away. Let's give you the bigger picture. We had rain and snow showers across the viewing area. All of this now is starting to track off towards the north and east, so we'll start to calm things down as the day progresses on. But later this week, another system will move in, bringing chances for rain and snow showers, and maybe a wintry mix again with looking like accumulating snow on the way, with the highest accumulations being across the northern ends of the state. Let's zoom things out right now and give you the bigger picture. Here's the area of low pressure here tracking off towards the east. This is why we do have those gale warnings and small cloud advisories in effect as the wave heights continue to remain active. As we move forward for today, though, overall not too bad. A lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds early on, but for tonight, though, looking pretty good. But more clouds on the way just a little bit as we head towards Tuesday morning. Later in the day on Tuesday, more will begin to move in. As for the winds, so they'll be out of the northwest and decreasing throughout the day. We'll have gusts up to 30 miles per hour early, but by tomorrow morning, the winds will be a lot calmer. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Temperatures a little chilly out there, only racing for the upper 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. A man is dead and a woman is recovering from a gunshot wound following a scary situation in Waterboro. The York County Sheriff's Department says it was called to Lakeview Drive Sunday afternoon for a report of a domestic altercation. They say a woman who lives there was transported to the hospital with a gunshot wound and was later released. Police say they attempted to contact the woman's husband, but he failed to respond. The state police tactical team responded, and after they had a search warrant, they entered the home and found Jeremy Rideout dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation into the shooting is ongoing.
Well, meanwhile, the search continues today for a suspect described by police as an armed and dangerous man. On Friday morning, police officials served a search warrant at 573 Sabatis Road with 31-year-old Diego Martinez inside. Martinez escaped during the standoff with police after he burst through the garage door in a car belonging to the residents of the home. A police chase ensued into Lewiston, with the suspect driving the wrong way down Pine Street at 100 miles per hour. Police found the vehicle wrecked on Washington Street in Auburn, and Martinez fled on foot. Later on Friday night, another chase ensued with the Androscoggin Sheriff's Department that went through Poland and Oxford before crashing into Oxford Speedway and again taking off on foot. After search with police, canines, Martinez was in a third vehicle heading northbound. Late Friday night, the Subaru Martinez was driving hit a porch on Carter Street in Norway. Police said Martinez still remains at large today. Martinez's previous charges include assault, weapons charges, other police pursuits, traffic assault, sex trafficking, and drug possession. Again, that search for him is still underway today.
Recently unsealed court documents reveal the Federal Bureau of Investigations seized what appears to be human remains from a Fairfield antique shop. They want to know if it's really a Native American scalp that was seized from an auction house. A.J. Douglas explains.
Back in May of this year, a search warrant was issued for pull-in antiques and auctions to gather evidence connected to an alleged illegal trafficking of Native American human remains. These court documents tell that story. Documents from the United States District Court for the District of Maine detail a beaded American Indian pipe bag with Apache scalp was listed on the family auction business website. The item is advertised as documented scalp and this large lock of hair tied to a 1899 dated tag. The item was seized by law enforcement following an anonymous tip. The public affairs advisor for the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Boston field office released a statement stating, quote, "With respect to the recovery, there is a process underway to determine whether the item is human, whether it is Native American, and whether, if Native American, the remains are that of a person who is a member of a particular tribe. If it's determined that the remains are those of a Native American who was a member of a particular tribe, efforts will be taken to repatriate the remains back to the tribe for interment," end quote. The auctioneering firm has been in operation since the 1950s. Per the website, most items are listed for over $10,000. We reached out to the owners of Pullen Antiques and Auctions for a statement, but were advised no one was available at this time. In Fairfield, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
In other news, members of the Emmanuel Bible Baptist Church in Plymouth packed shoeboxes Saturday filled with the Christmas spirit ahead of the holidays. Emmanuel Bible Baptist Church partnered with Samaritan's Purse for a global project called Operation Christmas Child. The church has participated in sending around 200 shoeboxes for over a decade. Each box includes hygiene items, school supplies, and toys. Samaritan's Purse was founded by evangelist Billy Graham back in 1993. The organization has reported more than 168 million packed boxes with toys and other vital items have been sent to children in need around the world.
When these kids pack the boxes, you say, what would it be like if you never had a pencil and you couldn't go to school because you didn't have any pencils? And in other countries, that's what it is. It's a wonderful thing to get these kids involved in helping kids around the world who have nothing.
Now, church members plan to load up all 200 boxes on a delivery truck on November 21st.
A new nonprofit is giving away $10,000 for the Veterans Roofing Project. Devin Dagnall has the story.
In honor of Veterans Day, the Merino Project hosted their second annual Roofs for Troops luncheon. The project originated as a way for the company, Home Roofing Solutions, to give back to Maine U.S. military members.
I've always had a special spot for our military veterans in this state. Many of my family members were, some of my best friends are still, and I think everybody has their own connection, their own David Merino as their friend, family member.
The event was closed to the public, and the only guests were military and military family members who received roofing repair services from Home Roofing Solutions between November 1st, 2021 and October 31st, 2022. Those attending were also entered into a random drawing of a $10,000 payback of their roofing project.
For now, it'll be roof paybacks because our company, Home Roofing Solutions, is the backbone donor for the life of Merino Project. But in the future, I see many challenges for other companies, other businesses throughout the entire state to get as aggressive as I plan to be with supporting our state vets.
Unfortunately, the winner of this year's raffle, Jim Smedley, was unable to attend the luncheon. But those who contacted him to tell him the news said he couldn't be happier.
Well, actually, it was kind of comical. So he was extremely excited. His name is Jim Smedley, and he is one of our roofing customers that we had done his project for. And I believe if I overheard that conversation right, he actually asked what we had for lunch before really reacting to the fact that he was the $10,000 winner.
If you would like to donate to the Merino Project, visit themerinoproject.org. In Old Town, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
He was hungry. He wanted to know what they're eating. Makes sense. Well, some lucky Mainers were able to get their Christmas shopping done a little early. The Bangor Mall hosted its final craft fair of the year over the weekend. The mall was filled with booths and tables totaling to over 300 vendors, each with their own unique crafts.
One of the big things my wife and I have noticed is it's family. Everyone from the little kids to grandparents, they've been fantastic. It's great to see families together for the holidays, and the people here have been fantastic.
And get a chance to visit the fair. Many of the vendors can be found through the Bangor Mall Craft and Vendor Fair Facebook page, so you can still get some of those great items. I saw somebody post on Facebook yesterday, the mall was so busy it reminded them of a time back in like the 80s or whatever. It's nice to see it thriving and people in there doing things.
Especially supporting, local crafters.
Yeah.
Is for the person in your life that it's hard to find a Christmas present for,
right.
I usually can find something good at a craft fair.
Unique things, too, that you won't find anywhere else.
That they definitely won't have.
Yep.
Well, the time is now 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll check out a recap of the grand opening ceremony for a military museum in Lincoln.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. It'll be a chilly day today. We'll have lots of sunshine, but the highs only reaching near 38 degrees. Tonight, a very chilly night with lows dipping down around 27, followed by a partly cloudy day tomorrow with highs near 40 degrees.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Let Hellman's Bakery put a smile on your face with their tasty offerings of breads, baked beans, lasagna, tuche and turkey pies, fruit and cream pies, wedding and specialty cakes, pastries, and more. Hillman's, your hometown bakery, Fairfield.
If you were hurt because of exposure to the toxic water at Camp Lejeune, Congress has made it possible for you to recover a settlement. Former Marine attorney James Beardsley wants to help you.
Call now to see if you qualify. Call 222-2222.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
This week on the People's Court, how loud was that AC?
I wouldn't want to make the noise for it because it would be so loud and annoying.
Just do it. I have the visual.
Plus,
I can't believe you came to court and sued a woman who gave you a kidney.
People's Court, all this week at 4 on ABC 7.
For the first time since the election, a candidate from Maine's 2nd District, Bruce Poliquin, posting a statement on his Facebook page yesterday, and part of it included a message to Democrats. It says, quote, "I'm asking the current Democrat majority to show compassion by starting to fix the mess they created, give our fellow Mainers hope by not inflicting any further pain or suffering on families and small businesses," end quote. Poliquin's full statement can be seen on his Facebook page, and his post comes after current Congressman Jared Golden declared victory last week. An official tabulation of the ranked choice votes will happen tomorrow.
Well, meanwhile, an Old Town paper mill is challenging a legal complaint about the mill's smell. According to paperwork filed in U.S. District Court, ND Paper, who owns the Kraft pulp mill in Old Town, has filed a partial motion to dismiss a complaint. Back on October 7th, Walter Demmons of Milford and Kirk Ramsey of Bradley filed a class action complaint against the mill for the noxious odors. The claim said that through the defendant's operation, maintenance, and design of the facility, the smell was causing property damage through nuisance, trespass, and negligence. The motion to dismiss says that the suit shows no merit, with no supporting legal evidence. We now await the findings of the court.
A new museum opened its doors Friday in Lincoln. Our Heroes Military Museum recently hosted its grand opening. A ribbon cutting, live music, and Civil War reenactors were just a few of the highlights from the day.
People turned out, gave us plenty of support, plenty of donations, not just monetarily, but also with stuff they had in their homes. They brought in out of their closets, and we didn't expect it.
Displays include uniforms, models of battles, and various artifacts spanning from the Revolutionary War to the Vietnam War. Museum staff hopes that families and students can learn from the exhibits. They say they plan to be a resource for local educators and be a destination for field trips. The museum is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 2, and also on Sundays from 1 to 5.
Pretty neat. Well, coming up after the break, by the way, it's 6:14 if you're getting ready for work. Coming up after the break, we'll have the latest on the midterm elections. It's getting a little closer there. We're getting an idea of who will be in control of power in Washington.
Absolutely. That and more national news when we return.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
This morning, it's Garth Brooks live on
Good Morning America.
Then tomorrow, Sir Elton John.
So great to see you.
Right before his final performances on the Yellow Brick Road Tour.
I've got goosebumps now thinking about it.
Only on
Good Morning America. Ta-da!
With my hectic life, you'd think retirement would be the last thing on my mind. Thankfully, Voya provides comprehensive solutions and shows me how to get the most out of my workplace benefits. Voya helps me feel like I got it all under control.
Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Welcome back, everyone. An organization dedicated to assisting local veterans is making sure vets don't go hungry. They pack bags and boxes full of food thanks to the help of the community in Piscataquis County. A.J. Douglas has more.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors prepared food baskets for veterans to pick up Saturday. Each bag contained dried food goods and meats in hopes of feeding a family of 4 during a 1-week time period.
There's a great need right now for people to be fed, veterans to be fed in Piscataquis County.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors is an organization dedicated to honoring those who have served. The founders host a 100-mile hike along the Appalachian Mountains each summer. Organizers say their mission is simple.
Assisting the living, honoring the deceased. That's why we're here today.
The food giveaway was available to all veterans living in Piscataquis County in honor of past Commander Dick Graves, who served at the American Legion in Milo for over 20 years, becoming a mentor to many. Graves died 1 year ago due to COVID-19 complications. His wife, Mary, says, in a way, he continues to support veterans.
He was for the veterans, all for the veterans.
Around $5,500 was donated to Wilderness Walk for Warriors to purchase the food supplies for veterans and their families.
We feel proud to be able to do it, basically. It's something that everybody doesn't have a chance to experience, and we're lucky to be able to do that.
We do it because we love our veterans. They gave the ultimate sacrifice.
In Milo, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Very nice to see.
Yes, that's a good way to celebrate Veterans Day. Well, the time is now 6:10. Let's get a full look at that forecast. Meteorologist Evan Biggs is in with the latest.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. With locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are, though. The advisories, we do have a few advisories still in effect. These are small craft advisories and gale warnings. The gale warnings being noted right about in here, and closer in this little area right about in here, those are small craft advisories. Both of these, though, will expire at 1 p.m. this afternoon as the wave heights finally begin to ease up just a bit. Otherwise, though, we have some precipitation moving through, some rain and snow showers moving in, and those are since starting to get out of here. Those are any accumulations that took place will melt today with temperatures that will make it into the upper 30s. So we will get above freezing today for the next few days, which will melt any snow that has since accumulated. But as this area of low pressure right here continues to move away, we'll start seeing some improvement with regards to the wave heights with high pressure not too far away. But this next system right here is going to be kind of part of our next weather maker located just off towards the southwestern parts of the U.S., located right about in here. That's going to develop, track off towards the east and head in our direction later on in the middle parts of the week with chances for rain, snow showers, pretty much a wintry mix that will be on the way. Before the winds right now, we're not too bad at this point, though we're still a little gusty out there, up to around 30 miles per hour. But the good news is, later on tonight and parts of tomorrow, the winds will begin to ease up. with just a breeze up to around 5 to 15 miles per hour from time to time through the morning period for you Tuesday. So moving forward, though, 2 to 11 foot wave height still being noted. This is why gale warnings and small craft advisories are being maintained. We'll see this come down as the day progresses on. So moving forward, though, our average high is 46 degrees. Not much warmer today in the next few days. Upper 30s, even a few middle 30s and lower 40s on the way. Lower average high of 46 degrees. We'll be above freezing, though. So again, we had a little bit of accumulating snow over the weekend for a few areas. All of that will melt with temperatures that will get above freezing. Futurecast for today, though, again, a lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds helping to melt that snow as well. Will be mostly clear tonight, and of course, a lot of sunshine on the way for the daytime tomorrow. Clouds start to approach from the south and west as we head towards Tuesday morning. As we get ready to watch our next system now, we'll be tracking in from the southern parts of the U.S. It'll start to get it later on today. It'll start to track off towards the north and east, really getting its act together in a hurry, though, bringing some rain and snow showers to a good part of the United States. But as we get towards our backyard, the rain and snow chances will begin. And wintry mix as well, though. Notice that we have a little bit of a divide line. It's going to be very close to see who gets rain, who gets snow, and who gets kind of that mixture, because some of you could see a lot of snow and some of you not so much. And the difference could just be a few miles. And this looks to begin by about noon to 1 p.m. on Wednesday. And we'll keep this going throughout the day on Wednesday, even into parts of Thursday, with some wraparound moisture looking to take place as well. And things will start to calm down as we head towards Thursday night and the parts of Friday. So how much snow? This is early, so we have plenty of time to watch this, though. But the general idea for Bangor looks to be 2 to 4, maybe up to 5 inches for a few areas. But higher totals, some areas getting close to 9 to 11 inches in a few areas. So this might be a little bit aggressive. The range of 8 to 11 inches is what I'll go with right now for the northern parts of the state. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. So travel may get a little bit goofy in the northern ends of the state. Of course, we have plenty of time to watch this. So this may come down as the day progresses on, especially later on in the week before this moves in. Upper 30s today, mostly sunny and windy with that west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, though, upper 20s, mostly clear with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, not too bad. Lower 40s, partly cloudy. The northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Of course, Monday and Tuesday were dry temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s. The wintry mix gets going as we head towards Wednesday. Highs only in the middle 30s. We'll keep that going Wednesday night with a few rain and snow showers left over on Thursday. Again, accumulating snow possible. That might make travel a little bit goofy. Make sure to stay tuned for any updates as the snowfall forecast will change. By Friday, we calm down. Partly cloudy, highs in the upper 30s.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
I'm Jay Pearl from Carroll Harper & Associates, Maine's most experienced Medicare health plans agency. Every day we hear how complicated navigating the Medicare maze can be. Let us help. From enrolling in Medicare to finding the right Medicare health plan, we are your go-to agency. We represent Martins Point Generations Advantage and other Medicare health plans that meet our quality standards. There's no cost or obligation for our services, so call Carroll Harper & Associates today.
Now you can take on the elements with confidence because your New England Ford dealers have weather-ready SUVs in stock for immediate delivery. From Escape with available intelligent all-wheel drive, to Explore with a terrain management system, to Bronco Sport with GOAT modes. Whatever the forecast brings, you'll be prepared to take the season by storm. Drive home your weather-ready Ford SUV with financing as low as 0.9% on select 2022 models.
ABC 7 and Fox 22 live at the Anna Schreiner's Festival of Trees on November 17th. A beautiful holiday live event sponsored locally by Bangor Floral, expert florist, beautiful flowers, freshly cut and hand-delivered to your door. Gilman Electrical Supply Company, 53 Main Street, Newport, representing the industry's leading manufacturer. And McLaughlin Seafood. Come stop in for the freshest lobster seafood and takeout. Open daily until 6 p.m.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. And now for your national news, turning now to the latest on the midterm elections. As states continue processing ballots, members of the House and Senate are returning to Capitol Hill. Over the weekend, Democrats clinched 2 Senate seats, solidifying control of the upper chamber. In the House, Republicans are preparing to take the majority, though the balance of power remains undecided this morning. ABC's Justin Finch has more from Washington.
This morning, new and returning Congress members are on Capitol Hill.
For 6 more years.
Democrats are arriving with a secured Senate majority, with wins called in Arizona and Nevada over the weekend.
This election, Nevadans rejected the far-right politicians working to divide us.
If you voted last time, go vote for me again.
All eyes now on Georgia, where a December runoff race will decide which party holds that undecided Senate seat.
The runoff election day is December 6th. It's critically important that people show up.
But less certainty in the House, where 18 races remain outstanding. Republicans only need 7 to win control. Still, Democrats are upbeat.
Let's just get through the election, okay? They haven't won yet.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on CNN asked about House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy and if he has what it takes to possibly succeed her as Speaker.
No, I don't think he has it, but that's up to his own people to make a decision.
Within Republican ranks, resentment over the red wave that never was and former President Trump's influence.
I think it's basically the third election in a row that Donald Trump has cost us the race, and it's like, 3 strikes, you're out.
He also supported many candidates who won around the country.
Trump's endorsement is now under pressure in Arizona's neck-and-neck governor's race. Trump-backed Kari Lake narrowly trails Democrat Katie Hobbs after the latest ballot count. Republicans are also bracing for a possible announcement from former President Trump. As soon as Tuesday, tomorrow, he could launch his 2024 re-election campaign the same day as his deadline to comply with a January 6th committee subpoena and the release date for former Vice President Pence's new memoir.
And that was Justin Finch reporting. Meanwhile, Democrats who hope to win big on Election Day got a big boost from young voters and from women, and one especially big with young women. An exit poll conducted by Edison Research shows 72% of women ages 18 to 29 voted for Democrats in House races nationwide. In a crucial Senate race in Pennsylvania, 77% of young women voted for Democrat John Fetterman, helping to push him over the finish line. And about 53% of that same demographic voted for Democrats in midterm races nationwide. Midterm elections often do not go well for the party in power. Republicans had expected to recapture the House and Senate in what was being called a red tsunami, but that did not go according to plan. The mail-in votes are still being counted, but the Democrats retained the Senate majority, and in the House, Republicans may prevail, but not by much.
Filing for student loan debt forgiveness is now on pause since a federal judge's ruling. Access to the federal forms for filing for the Biden administration's student loan debt forgiveness plan has been turned off on the studentaid.gov site. A notice in yellow appears at the top of the web page. A federal judge in Texas struck down the plan to cancel up to $20,000 in loan debt for Pell Grant recipients and $10,000 for others who borrowed using federal student loans. The Department of Justice says it will appeal the Texas judge's ruling.
Well, Hurricane Nicole came ashore in Florida as a Category 1 storm. Few expected it would cause the amount of devastation it did on the Daytona Beach area. Many there are now looking for new places to live after the storm washed away the beach out from under their homes. Let's check out that story.
As the remnants of Hurricane Nicole wash out over eastern Canada, hundreds in Florida are still figuring out what to do next after Nicole devastated a stretch of the state's northeast coast. The storm surge ripping away the supports underneath homes on the beachfront.
Basically, all the sand's washed underneath the foundation, and so there's some people that are in a world of hurt.
Many residents who evacuated are now returning to find their homes unsafe to enter. The first November storm to hit the Sunshine State since the 1980s packed a stronger punch than many expected.
All of the pumps and there's like heaters and everything out in the back of the condo are in the ocean. Our 2 fire pits fell off into the ocean. Our pool is hanging on by the stilts.
Dozens of homes, hotels, and condo buildings along the beachfront have been declared uninhabitable. Much of the damage attributed to seawalls that were still in need of repair from the last hurricane.
Well, you really have to go back to Hurricane Ian because that's where all this begins. So during Ian, we had a tremendous amount of beach erosion and put all the properties at risk.
Restoring the beach will likely require a multi-million-dollar investment in replenishing sand that washed away and rebuilding improved seawalls. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Boy, it's just awful when that storm did come ashore that nobody was making a really big deal about it. It was a Hurricane 1, which is still a powerful storm, but I mean, take a look at that. You can't take those things for granted, I guess.
I know erosion happens pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yep, it's scary. Well, still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll check out why Bar Harbor residents line the streets in their pajamas on Friday.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Maine adventure.
We got lots of boots, Sorel, Kamek, Columbia, snow pants, ice cleats, hot hands for the entire family, everything you need. Get to Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
We have a lot to be thankful for and a lot to celebrate. This holiday season, let's do more than see the people we love. Let's be with the people we love and make the holiday memories that we will cherish for a lifetime. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's holiday memories today. FlyBangor.com.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
When the Coach House Restaurant wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. The Coach House Restaurant, family dining at its best with fine home-cooked meals, delicious homemade desserts, and a large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Step inside, sit back, kick back, make yourself comfy, make yourself cozy. Make life simple by choosing Patriot Homes to build and customize your new modular home. From decks, kitchen, and baths, remodeling garages, roofing, and siding. Let us help you design, plan, and build your dream home today. At your door and at your service, Patriot Homes, Eastern Maine's premier home builder.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today is Monday, November 14th, 2022. It's also National Pickle Day. If you like pickles, it's a day to celebrate.
Bread and butter or dill?
I like them both. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. I really, I tend to buy those, the Clausen pickles you have to keep refrigerated.
I love those. Is that the one with the stork or the bird on it?
I think that's Vlasic.
The heron?
Yeah,
Vlasic.
one of the other leaders. But those Clausens, I'll have them with a sandwich. Yesterday I made Reubens in my house.
Nice.
And a nice pickle on the side.
Get some sauerkraut on there.
Little kraut. Yeah,
those are good
stuff.
foods for you. Yeah. Pickled foods are good for
What's
you.
your favorite pickle?
Strictly dill, girl here. And what was the one we just said? Oh,
bread and butter? Oh, Vlasic.
Vlasic, yes. And I pulled it up because I had to remember. Grillos are out of Boston. And they make spears and whole... Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
They're good.
We like pickles here on the morning show.
That's the snack that if I don't have much in the fridge, but I'm craving something,
Right. Have a pickle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, on this day in history, in 1851, Herman Melville's novel Moby Dick was published in the U.S. almost a month after being released for the first time in Great Britain. And in 1969, Apollo 12 blasted off for the moon. And in 2013, infamous crime boss Whitey Bulger, was led off to prison after being captured for a murderous reign in the 70s and 80s.
That one was fascinating. He was hiding for so many years and finally brought him to justice. Today's birthdays include Britain's King Charles, who is 74. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice is 68. Baseball great Curt Schilling is 56. And rock singer James Young from the group Styx is 73 years old. So happy birthday to all of them.
Is he the same age as Prince Charles? Almost. That's an interesting
Crazy.
Comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it like that.
And he's still rocking out. Came
Right.
to our area.
I don't think King Charles is rocking out, though.
Probably not. Who
Maybe.
knows what he does behind the scenes?
There are some secret hobbies that I'm
Yeah.
sure they have. But
I don't picture him rocking out, though.
if he could rock, I hope he wouldn't keep that a secret.
Right? Make him a little more lovable.
Right.
As far as the weather is concerned, some people are waking up to snow around the area today. There's also some trouble for some clammers. The Department of Marine Resources sent out a note earlier because of all the rain we had over the weekend. They are closing some areas, so you should check out their website to find out specifics if you plan to go harvest any clams or anything. One area is around the wastewater treatment plant up in Machias. They say, according to this, they don't have any closures because of biotoxins at this time, but they always check after big rains like we've had over the weekend to make sure any of the runoff isn't contaminating the beds.
Yep, as I'm sure people who clam around here are quite used to.
Right.
Yep, that's how it goes. Well, I mean, otherwise, though, it's looking like we're finally in seasonally appropriate weather.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Some people welcome the cold. Others, not so much.
I'm mixed feelings. So on Saturday when it was 64 degrees, I was like, I'm taking it, but this is strange because we just heard Christmas music playing in the thrift stores.
It doesn't feel like Christmas when it's like that.
Right. Well, Devin Biggs has all the details for today and the rest of the week.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. And your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are, though. A couple of alerts we have our eye on still today. We do have small cloud advisories and gale warnings still in effect. And both of these will expire at 1 p.m. this afternoon as wave heights will begin to calm down as all this begins to clear away. Let's give you the bigger picture. We had rain and snow showers across the viewing area. All of this now is starting to track off towards the north and east, so we'll start to calm things down as the day progresses on. But later this week, another system will move in, bringing chances for rain and snow showers, and maybe a wintry mix again with looking like accumulating snow on the way, with the highest accumulations being across the northern ends of the state. Let's zoom things out right now and give you the bigger picture. Here's the area of low pressure here tracking off towards the east. This is why we do have those gale warnings and small cloud advisories in effect as the wave heights continue to remain active. As we move forward for today, though, overall not too bad. A lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds early on, but for tonight, though, looking pretty good. But more clouds on the way just a little bit as we head towards Tuesday morning. Later in the day on Tuesday, more will begin to move in. As for the winds, so they'll be out of the northwest and decreasing throughout the day. We'll have gusts up to 30 miles per hour early, but by tomorrow morning, the winds will be a lot calmer. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Temperatures, a little chilly out there, only ranging for the upper 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
All right, thank you, Devin.
Well, on Friday, the town of Bar Harbor had better weather as they came together, dressed in their best pajamas to celebrate the end of the tourist season and to give back.
Our Matthew Jarancic reports the competition was fierce.
On your marks, get set, go!
On a day where veterans are being honored, there was also a unique event in the town of Bar Harbor, and all the townfolk came out.
Some great weather here Friday morning. Lots of participants in the bed races, more than we've had in a number of years. And we had tons of people come out to shop at the pajama sale.
For years, a pajama sale and bed races tradition has been a staple of the Bar Harbor community for this time of the year, allowing Mainers to have some fun while shopping local.
Every year, and we look forward to this. We just love coming down for the shopping and the races, and it was very exciting as usual to watch.
The day is typically highlighted with participants and spectators arriving to the event in their sleepwear, followed by taking advantage of the end-of-the-year deals that local businesses are offering.
These stores are left open in Bar Harbor. They're pretty much year-round, and if not year-round, they're closed for like 6 to 8 weeks. So it's good for the business in town.
You didn't have to race to win today, but it was sure fun for everyone.
The smiles on everybody's faces, whether it's watching the bed races or the runners themselves, or seeing the people come out of the different shops with the deals they just got at their favorite shop. It's just an enthusiasm and a real sense of happiness and pride in the community here.
Matthew Jarancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Yeah, it looks like a blast, too. You know, one of these years I've got to make it down there for that.
I know. It's a good way to wrap up the season.
Yeah, we ought to enter a Channel 7 bed next year. Get everybody out there pushing it along.
Yeah, okay. We'll file that one away.
We'll work on that one.
Yeah. Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have your latest with local sports.
Don't go away.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Baderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home or place of business? With at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding, and kitchen and bath and flooring, we offer a great selection to do just that. From homeowners to commercial businesses and everything in between, our friendly professionals with more than 50 years of combined experience pride themselves in going above and beyond to work with you every step of the way. And we even offer a full-service appliance repair department. Come and visit us at our Dover Foxcroft or our new Lincoln location. Stop in either location today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Hope you had a great weekend, and what a great weekend it was in high school sports. Let's start on the gridiron. The 2 8-man state title games were held at Coney High Saturday, and they provided that typical 8-man craziness. First game, 8-man large final between North number 3 Waterville and South number 2 Yarmouth. Late third quarter, Yarmouth up 24-18. Sam Bradford's throw is picked off by Gage Hubbard. He takes it down the sidelines, fades into the massive humanity. It's a pick six. 2-point conversion gives Waterville a 26-24 lead. Halfway through the fourth, same score. Waterville has a 4th and goal. They're going to go for the jugular, but the snap goes over Dustin Hunter's head. Turnover on downs. And after a 7-minute, 86-yard drive, Yarmouth's Michael McDonigal runs it in for the game-winning touchdown with 30 seconds to go. The Clippers win it 30-26 in a thriller, their first state title since 2011. 8-man small final now. South number 4 Orchard Beach against the North number 5 Orono. Second half kickoff. Riots down 24-8. Will Francis, after bobbling it, will find an alley, and no one comes close to catching him. 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He had 2 of those this night. It's 24-16 Beach after the 2-point conversion. Next drive, the Gulls answer right back. Brady Plant finds freshman Wes Gallant for the touchdown bomb. 30-16 OOB, and oh boy, what a play this was. Still third quarter. Orono's Jack Brewer dropping back, and it's picked off by Riley Provencher. He takes it down the sidelines, and you're just going to have to trust us here. It's another pick six. Man, they got to start going down the sidelines. We're not on. The Seagulls go on to win it 46-22, their first state title since 1993. Just a congratulations to Orono on a great season. Even though the Red Riots didn't get the dub today in football, O-Town has a lot to cheer for today. Let's take a look at the results of Saturday's New England Regional Girls Cross Country Meet. Tess Drury from Vermont finished with a time of 18:46.90. Brianna Malone from New Hampshire finished with a time of 18:33.60. And Ruth White from Orono High School finished with a time of 17:51.30. That's a 43-second win for Ruth as she takes home the regional crown. Big congrats to her. Also, coming in 6th was Amelia Van Dongen of MDI with a time of 18:54 even. Wow. Maine's women's basketball tipped off their season on Monday with a win over James Madison, and when they did, one Maine freshman made some history. JC Christopher, who already made history on the high school scene with Skowhegan, not only made her Black Bears debut Monday night, she became the first Maine native to start for the Black Bears as a freshman in over 10 years. Christopher played 33 minutes at point guard and only committed 1 turnover. She also had the game-winning assist with 0.4 seconds to go. And both her and coach Amy Vachon say having Maine talent like that, excelling for Maine, is pretty special.
I think it's awesome. I think we're really trying hard to keep our talent in the state. We have 3 Mainers on our team already. We have a lot of great talent, and so I think for JC to come in and play, it's hard. It's hard for any freshman.
I mean, it's so special to me, and to have the support of my community back home. So many people from home were watching the game and would send me messages wishing us luck and congratulating us on the win. It's just really special to be able to represent Maine and play here for a program that's as special as this one.
Maine won that game 60-58 in the final seconds, thanks to Christopher, as we mentioned. And while she didn't score, her impact on the floor was definitely felt. And JC is nowhere near her ceiling with Maine. Coach Vachon says simply, she's just getting better every time she goes out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think JC is only going to get better. To come in, that's a tough place to play. It's a really loud arena, and she's getting better every day. And I think to handle the pressure that she did and only have 1 turnover in the minutes she played was huge.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
The Furniture Gallery's pre-Black Friday deals are here. We're fully stocked just in time for holiday get-togethers. We've got your choice of 5-piece dining sets starting at $449. Need extra living room seating? Sectional starting at $699 and recliner starting at $299. Long-distance guests staying over? Queen mattresses as low as $299 with closeout mattresses up to $1,000 off. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Window.
DVD, digital, and music releases this week includes an iconic villain, a wish-granting genie, a lottery-winning couple, and more. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the list of new releases.
We're looking for someone with X Factor.
Pearl tops this week's list of what's new in home entertainment. The prequel to the hit horror slasher X features Mia Goth reprising her role as the iconic villain to tell the origin story of her character.
I'm beginning to wish we'd never met.
Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba lead the time-spanning fantasy drama 3,000 Years of Longing, about a literary scholar's encounter with a genie offering 3 wishes in exchange for his freedom.
We'd like to buy 8,000 windfall tickets.
Bryan Cranston and Annette Bening play a real-life couple who won millions in the Massachusetts lottery after discovering a mathematical loophole in the comedy drama Jerry and Marge Go Large.
I'd like to request a service animal for my son.
The family drama Gigi and Nate stars Charlie Rowe, Marcia Gay Harden, and Jim Belushi. Inspired by a true story, the film centers on a free-spirited teen left quadriplegic and the bond he develops with his support animal. Juliette Binoche plays a woman whose life spirals out of control when she gets caught up in a love triangle in the French romantic drama Both Sides of the Blade.
The creeper comes back every 23 years.
A local legend awakens to terrorize the attendees of a horror festival in Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
I'm the space invader.
Moonage Daydream is a non-traditional documentary on the life and musical journey of late pop icon David Bowie.
Find the halo. Win the war.
Small screen favorites available to own. Season 1 of the Paramount Plus series Halo, based on the popular video game franchise, and the 3rd season of HBO Max's superhero series Doom Patrol. For music fans, Canadian rock band Nickelback return with Get Rollin', their first album in 5 years.
We'd be turning up the stereo.
Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Nickelback still making music, huh?
First album in 5 years.
Yeah, good for them.
Yep.
And some people like to make fun of them for some reason, but
It's certain type of rock music.
yeah, they have a lot more talent than I do. Anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
The weather. Some people waking up to see a blanket of winter white this morning. A little snowfall this morning. It's not supposed to last too long, but from what I hear, later on this week, we all might get a touch of that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's finally seasonally appropriate weather.
Ready or not, here it comes, folks.
Here's meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are, though. The advisories, we do have a few advisories still in effect. These are small craft advisories and gale warnings. The gale warnings being noted right about in here and closer in this little area right about in here. Those are small craft advisories. Both of these, though, will expire at 1 p.m. this afternoon as the wave heights finally begin to ease up just a bit. Otherwise, though, we had some precipitation moving through, some rain and snow showers moving in, and those are since starting to get out of here. Those any accumulations that took place will melt today with temperatures that will make it into the upper 30s. So we will get above freezing today for the next few days, which will melt any snow that has since accumulated. But as this area of low pressure right here continues to move away, we'll start seeing some improvement with regards to the wave heights with high pressure not too far away. But this next system right here, it's going to be kind of part of our next weather maker located just off towards the southwestern parts of the U.S., located right about in here. That's going to develop, track off towards the east, and head in our direction later on in the middle parts of the week with chances for rain, snow showers, pretty much a wintry mix that will be on the way. Before the winds right now, we're not too bad at this point, though we're still a little gusty out there, up to around 30 miles per hour. But the good news is, later on tonight and parts of tomorrow, the winds will begin to ease up with just a breeze up to around 5 to 15 miles per hour from time to time through the morning period for you Tuesday. So moving forward, though, 2 to 11 foot wave heights still being noted. This is why gale warnings and small craft advisories are being maintained. We'll see this come down as the day progresses on. So moving forward, our average high is 46 degrees. Not much warmer today in the next few days. Upper 30s, even a few middle 30s and lower 40s on the way. Below our average high of 46 degrees. We'll be above freezing, though. So again, we had a little bit of accumulating snow over the weekend for a few areas. All of that will melt with temperatures that will get above freezing. Futurecast for today, though, again, a lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds helping to melt that snow as well. Will be mostly clear tonight, and of course, a lot of sunshine on the way for the daytime tomorrow. Clouds start to approach from the south and west as we head towards Tuesday morning. As we get ready to watch our next system now, we'll be tracking in from the southern parts of the U.S. It'll start to get its act together later on today. It'll start to track off towards the north and east, really getting its act together in a hurry. They'll bring in some rain and snow showers to a good part of the United States. But as we get towards our backyard, the rain and snow chances will begin. And a wintry mix as well, though. Notice that we have a little bit of a divide line. It's going to be very close to see who gets rain, who gets snow, and who gets kind of that mixture. Because some of you could see a lot of snow and some of you not so much. And the difference could just be a few miles. And this looks to begin by about noon to 1 p.m. on Wednesday. And we'll keep this going throughout the day on Wednesday, even into parts of Thursday, with some wraparound moisture looking to take place as well. And things will start to calm down as we head towards Thursday night and the parts of Friday. So how much snow? This is early, so we have plenty of time to watch this, though. But the general idea for Bangor looks to be 2 to 4, maybe up to 5 inches for a few areas. But higher totals, some areas getting close to 9 to 11 inches in a few areas. So this might be a little bit aggressive. The range of 8 to 11 inches is what I'll go with right now for the northern parts of the state. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. So travel may get a little bit goofy in the northern ends of the state. Of course, we have plenty of time to watch this. So this may come down as the day progresses on, especially later on in the week before this moves in. Upper 30s today, mostly sunny and windy, with that west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, though, upper 20s, mostly clear with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, not too bad. Lower 40s, partly cloudy. The northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Of course, Monday and Tuesday were dry, temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s. The wintry mix gets going as we head towards Wednesday. Highs only in the middle 30s. We'll keep that going Wednesday night with a few rain and snow showers left over on Thursday. Again, accumulating snow possible. That might make travel a little bit goofy. Make sure to stay tuned for any updates as the snowfall forecast will change. By Friday, we calm down. Partly cloudy, highs in the upper 30s.
Now is the best time to get a great deal on a vehicle at #1 Van Sickle Kia. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with payments and prices for every budget. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your late model vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. There's never been a better time to buy, sell, or trade at Van Sickle Kia.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Our Medicare supplement and drug coverage is so expensive, we're barely keeping up with our bills.
My husband and I were in the same situation, so I got some help from the Senior Planning Center. They were able to show us some high-quality Medicare Advantage plans that saved us a lot of money.
The Senior Planning Center? Tell me more.
They have helpful agents all over the state, real Mainers helping Mainers. Give them a call, the Senior Planning Center. They were there to help when it mattered most. I'm glad I called them. You'll be glad too.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
Ladies, a main adventure.
We've got a great deal on wigwam socks.
Buy one, buy two, buy three.
And get one free.
Thank you for shopping locally. I don't like Dr. Powell.
She's a bad resident?
She's contrary.
I work with people I don't like all the time.
It's your job to teach me.
Stop talking.
No.
You're off the case.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Why don't we see what Howard is cooking up for us in the Mr. Food Test kitchen?
Easy for you to say.
Blip, 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 blip. Howard.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad taking us to this little country store. If we were good, he'd let us pick out 25 cents worth of penny candy. And when I say penny candy, I actually mean that every piece of candy was 1 penny. After filling up our bags, we headed over to the cash register. Next to it was a tray of homemade Hermit bars, and he'd always buy me one so I could eat it on my way home. So here's my take on it. We start by creaming together some butter and brown sugar. Once it's light and fluffy, we add in some eggs. Now we lower the speed and add in water, baking soda, and a few spices. Then we gradually add in some flour and mix it well. And what makes a Hermit bar are all the raisins, dried cranberries, and chocolate chips that it's studded with. After it bakes and cools for a bit, we'll cut it into bars. These are perfect for fall, since the cinnamon and nutmeg give them such a cozy taste. Plus, they're very moist, just like I remember. To get the recipe for our country store Hermit bars, all you have to do is visit our website. Just one bite, and you'll know why I love them so much. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a memorable way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Just like Grandma used to make, right?
He distracted me with all the candy, though, at first.
Yeah?
Yeah, I prefer candy.
Me too. I'm with you there.
We're out of time. Have a good Monday, folks.